I'm gonna come check out the inside.
I've just deleted all the lights up the top so that way I can name the ones down the bottom so I can tell which ones are which. Which makes for really good video. Renaming hundreds of lights.
Yeah. I'll try and come in from the top of the bridge door, so this will give us kind of an idea of what it's like to... Oh, what we still have this area too, which is kind of...
yeah, it's all messy there. I'm going to get to that soon.
Yeah, the bridge area all is kind of messy, and then you'd have to run across the hangar floor real quick. Look both ways to make sure no spaceship's gonna... Oh, you made like a staircase down to here.
Oh yeah, I got annoyed with the... I don't know whether that really fits in or not, but...
Oh, I came down here and all the lights were like flashing different colors. And then I realized you were changing it.
Yeah,
I like these... What is that? Just a bunch of square windows? On this... Oh yeah, it kind of looks like in an attic. They have those windows with the frame through them.
Oh. I'm just trying to fill in space, to be honest.
And then you have a bunch of assemblers down here.
Yep. Oh,
I think this looks pretty good.
They're all yellow. That was meant to be orange.
Are you?
It's just a bit too laggy to change.
What control panel are you using? Control panel.
In any of them.
Are all the ones with M the one that are maintenance?
Yeah.
I assume.
And, normally I like to name them a bit more, but...
Is that orangish?
No, hang on. I've got the numbers for them. Hang on. Wait, I've got the... It should be all the way up in red. Green should be 144 and blue 0. Are you spinning on the spot right now?
Am I? No.
Oh.
Is that what my character was doing?
Yeah.
Spinning in circles.
Okay.
I have all these, like... I've never had these before until I started building this ship with you, and now I have my space astronaut is, like, possessed all the time. And yesterday I got, like... Oh, no, that wasn't yesterday. That was the day before that I got stuck in... We had to reload the world, except I think I saw that bug is common now.
Oh, these lights. Are they flashing different colors for you too?
No,
Yeah.
I think you must be lagging really bad, because I was doing that a while ago.
Oh.
And then I stopped doing it, so it must like just now be catching up.
Well, I keep going into the control panel to change them, because they're the wrong color. Are they all orange on yours?
They were all like a yellow for me.
Okay. I keep going into the control panel and see that it's still updating from when I was doing it before. It was just moving by itself. It's still doing it.
Yeah, that's what it was doing when I kept trying to do it, and then I thought you were like flicking the thing around, so then I let go of it and just let it do whatever it was doing. I don't know how to add these. The door frame and hanger kind of make the back of our ship kind of cluttered, but I guess I'll just put a bunch of pods then instead of just putting it.
Will 4 storage containers be enough, or should we put in some more?
4 large ones?
Yeah.
I don't know, I would just put in as many as you could fit. That still looked not just like a giant storage area.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly just reload. I can't select anything on my hotbar. Sunday afternoon here at the moment. And yeah, we have bandwidth problems in this town. Every time Game of Thrones comes out, the entire town pirates it, and nothing works.
They're just using everybody's bandwidth.
Yeah, every single time. There's just nothing left.
Did the lights fix and like all auto update?
Yeah, well, they at least stopped moving, and now I've done it again, and slowly over time they're going to the right number. So that's just slowly turning more and more orange in the background. I think I am going to have to wait for these lights. I can't do anything. Well, let's go to a control panel and watch the slider slowly tick down.
It might, since I'm the host, it might be better if I just go in there and change them to the color you want, but I don't know if that'll work or if it'll still be trying to auto-update what you did and then
Yeah. Might
mess
have
with
been
me.
better if I just didn't touch it and left them. It's slowly getting there. Like, it's at 100. The green bar has to go from 255 to 144, and it's like ticking down one. Every now and then it's 167 now. Every time I go back in, it's just a few more down. I think it's because at each step, it needs to send the packet and receive the packet for that extra notch sort of thing on the slider.
Yeah.
Wait, yes, it's done. And that orange isn't quite what I wanted, but it can stay that way for a little while. Yeah, this uses up way more tubes than you would ever use, like in a survival game. But
Yeah.
I like the look of it.
Yeah, I built something really weird for the thrusters that move us up. Ones that are pointing downwards. And
A second. What was that?
I like get into building it and then I'll just keep building it and then once I'm done I just stare at it like, what did I just build? I don't know what the heck, it's like an H. I was just building a huge thing of thrusters.
Need to break that up a little bit.
Yeah. I had it broken up, but it was kind of weird looking. And we could always paint, like if we paint this, say we painted it like, oh, that's really pitch black. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Or maybe if we even painted it kind of the color of the thrusters. Oh no, that just looks... Or we could add like a... I have no idea right now, I'm just messing around with stuff.
Maybe there could be, instead of all in one group, like split that up into a few different ones across the bottom.
Like completely just delete that middle part
No,
and then
well,
separate. Oops. God.
well, but yeah, have those. I don't know what you call that. Like that bulge. Have a few of them rather than all in one, just to break it up. I don't know.
So you mean like the things on each side? Have a few of those and then cut out the middle?
Yeah, just like put them in different places rather than all in one big lot. So it's not just an entire wall of blue. I'm going to work this gravity out, see if the gravity actually reaches the entire ship or not. You have to go outside.
Yeah, it's out here, but I think that's just because the gravity generator's on the bottom. Because gravity goes both up and down, right? With these gravity generators.
Oh, okay, up at the... the physics mode, the Alt-Shift F12 thing?
Yeah.
That will really slow down the frame rate. Okay.
Yeah, I only ever use it when I'm trying to make something that relies on gravity to move it around.
That actually fits, like the ship is almost the same length as the gravity field itself. So I've just got to put them in the same position, but perhaps
We could just say that we planned for it to be like that.
Yep.
Usually, the thrusters is like the easy part of building, but right now it's been so much harder than just building the actual ship has been. But usually I just like stick them in my ship somewhere that has a place to stick the thrusters, and I usually don't build things out for them. Did your game just freeze? Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes I accidentally copy the ship because I'm holding control, and then I press something, and it just lags my game out so bad. I still feel like I don't like the bottom. I don't know how many thrusters we're going to need, though. At least the bottom is like the leasing part of a ship usually, unless we're coming above someone.
I think maybe continuing this little thing that I put in to put that tube under.
Yeah?
Maybe continuing that along the bottom, because it sort of lines up with the bit at the back there, just so there's a ridge all the way along.
So like, I'll have to keep deleting stuff, but like that, and then just build up around it.
Hang on. I might just that middle bit. Do you need that? Hang on. I'll just I'll build it so that you can see what it looks like. It shouldn't be that difficult to build.
So we don't have all our forward movement thrusters, but right now we have thrusters pointing in every direction except upwards, which is technically moving the ship down. So as long as our ship doesn't start floating upwards, we'll be fine. But once we get the upward ones, because sometimes I have a hard time thinking of how many thrusters I'm going to need, so maybe I can like test out how fast it is, and then see how many more we're going to need. Except I think these big ones give off a lot of thrust. We might still need a lot of them though. I also don't want to build one of these thruster pods behind that door because it might melt it. I don't know how long the flames for the big ones are either. Could put them on either side. Back here though.
No, I'm looking at maybe they need to be sunk in one more.
Yeah, I like that. It kind of looks like a spine all the way down the ship and then thrusters. Is it still? Do you still have it as one big open area, or are you like turning it into rooms?
The middle's still one big open area, but I think I'll put in a room here.
I don't know, because even though our ship is like pretty big, it's not like a humongous one of those mega large ships, so it might not need, and it already has a lot of forward thrusters. I don't know. I'll just have to test it out, but I gotta make sure I have all thrusters on before I do that, because I don't want to send it floating some random direction. I'll just do that for now. Do you have your jetpack on?
No.
Okay. You might want to leave it off for a second, or else you'll get flung back. I'm just trying to see. Oh, this is a bad. I'm gonna save.
I did that as well.
Are those getting? Yeah. So, speeding up. Is your speed changing right now? Like it's telling you how fast the ship's moving? Oh, you just flew out of the ship.
Yeah, apparently.
It does accelerate pretty fast, and it stops a little bit slower than it accelerates, and it turns very slow.
Before you do it, can you just close that door? Like, don't move and close the rear door just to see if it comes into contact where the thruster would be.
Oh, I didn't even think of that when I built those two.
Should be alright. The might just singe the edges, but...
Did it?
Yeah. No, like, it might. You weren't moving at the time, but...
oh, when I well, I guess there's only one way. We'll have to just not be moving, or like turn off inertial dampeners while you open it so that the back thrusters aren't firing. I'll open it again in case you need to get in.
Well, you don't really want it to be, like if you're launching something out the back, you don't really want it to be either moving or like accelerating or anything like that. You just want to be at a constant speed so people don't end up crashing into the walls and whatnot.
We have a lot of upwards thrust. Is anything being melted? No. And then But upwards and downwards thrust isn't that big of a deal, so I'll just leave it with how many thrusters we have there. The ship won't exactly be like extremely swift and zipping around everywhere. But we might need a few more gyroscopes if you can fit them, or I could put another pod on. And
there's heaps of room for that. I haven't put any of that in yet.
adding all the like the pod sticking off and stuff did break it up a lot, though. It's not like a giant rectangle anymore, really.
Yep.
It could use a few more stopping thrusters, which I'll just slap on somewhere.
Yeah, I still like the idea for the landing pad on top.
Yeah.
Not entirely sure how to make it work. I still have to run some tubes up. I've spent all the time fiddling with colours.
The lights.
Yeah. Just little aesthetic
Have you painted any of the inside, or just the lights?
Yeah, lights are the only thing.
Because a lot of our inside is also our outside, so we might have...
Yeah, I'm thinking most of this will probably be, because I quite like the grey on it, actually. I'm thinking most of this will sort of be a darker grey or something.
Yeah, and I was thinking of maybe painting the spike like a bit darker than it, even though it's heavy armor, so it makes it naturally darker. It makes it a lot more menacing if we have just like a big dark spike on the front of metal. When you're looking at the ship from, it's kind of like the front has so many different pieces coming out of it and spiky parts, it kind of makes it look, it's like organized chaos on the front of our ship.